Think about this for a second. P2P lending in China didn't just fail, it imploded. We're talking about stadiums, actual sports stadiums filled with thousands of people who lost their life savings. But look at India. In 2026, our P2P market is not just surviving, it's one of the most stable in the world. Why? Because we were late to the party. And in the world of finance, sometimes being fashionably late is the ultimate superpower. Welcome to episode 3 of the P2P Lending Playbook, the global story of what went right, what went wrong, and why India might have just cracked the code. Let's wind back the clock to 2005, the UK. While most of us were still getting used to the idea of buying books online, a platform called Zopa asked a wild question. If I can book a flight online, why can't I lend you 500 bucks without a bank standing in the middle? It was a beautiful, simple idea. Lenders got better interest, borrowers got faster cash. Zopa was the gold standard. They grew slowly, they built trust, and they eventually became a full blown digital bank. But then the idea crossed the ocean. The US took that spark and added tech fuel with platforms like Lending Club and Prosper. Suddenly, algorithms were making decisions. Everything was moving faster. It looked like the future of money. But then we have to talk about China. This is where the clean idea of P2P turned into digital trash. Almost overnight, thousands of platforms popped up. It was absolute madness because there were no rules. Platforms started doing the unthinkable. They were promising guaranteed returns. They weren't just connecting people anymore. They were acting like banks without the bank level security. By 2018, the numbers were staggering. We're talking about 1.3 trillion yuan in outstanding loans. But beneath the surface, the foundation was rotting. Verification was weak, risk checks were non existent, and some platforms were just sophisticated Ponzi schemes. When the bubble burst, it was loud. In July 2018, cities like Hangzhou, the government literally had to open up sports stadiums to process the sheer volume of police complaints. People lost everything because the growth moved faster than the discipline. Meanwhile, in the US, P2P didn't crash, it changed. Big Wall Street hedge funds moved in, bought up all the loans, and the peer in peer to peer basically vanished. It became just another corporate lending machine. So, where was India during all this? We were watching. We're taking notes. By the time RBI stepped in, they had seen the ruins of the Chinese market and the corporate takeover in the US. They decided on a different path. They didn't make it complex, they made it structured. While other countries had 3 or 4 different agencies arguing over who was in charge, India put it all under one roof, the RBI. They laid down the law. No pooling. Your money doesn't sit in the platform's pocket. It stays in safe escrow account. No guarantees. Platforms can't lie to you. They have to show you the risk, raw and real. Hard limits. They put caps on how much you can lend to prevent you from over leveraging yourself. The global story of P2P is a cautionary tale. It proves that in finance, if you rush the trust part, the whole thing falls apart. India entered late, but we entered smart. We traded a gold rush for a stable bridge. And that's why, while other markets are, well, licking their wounds, our ecosystem is just getting started. In the next episode, we're going to look at how P2P lending was when it was not regulated. If you found this global deep dive helpful, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm find more people like you. See you in the next one.